I got nothing really. I don't wanna ruin the moment of that. So I got nothing. Beep 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 beep. I jerk away, waking Natsuki as well. Ah, sorry. I forgot to turn my phone off. Natsuki lays back down and closes her eyes. It's fine. Check my phone to see who tried to call me. Sayori's mother? That can't be good. Climbing out of the bed and moving into the hall, I call her back and ask if everything is alright. No, everything is not alright. She explains to me that Sayori had a meltdown last night. She was hysterical, screamed that she wanted to die, that life is nothing but pain, nothing but seemingly endless suffer. She tells me that Sayori has been admitted to the hospital. Apparently, the two of them will be back in a few days. She also instructs me to check my mail. Apparently, Sayori came by last night to see us when we got back. Instead of knocking, she dropped the letter off. I wish Sayori and her well and head downstairs. I can't believe this happened again. At the foot of my door there's an envelope with my name on it. Tearing it open, I begin to read. What? Sayori, life isn't work, it's nothing but suffering. Day by day my mind is fluttering. Thoughts of death, depression is rising. If I end up dead, it won't be surprising. I stare at a wall and think about this. I've been feeling this way since I was a kid. I stare at my knife. Not that. Too messy. I think of some pills, swallowed in vain. I think of a gun at my head I would aim. I would sleep sound and not have to take the pain and the suffering I live through each day. I'm mentally exhausted trying to keep up, but all I want is to sleep and never wake up. That hit deep. That hit really deep for me. That really hurt. Deep inside, that really hit me, and it hurt. Because those are the reasons why I was gone before I started this. Those are probably the reasons why I'm gonna be gone after this. Because I'm not, me personally, I'm not mentally stable, so I can't. Move on, ignore that, ignore it. Cut that out, please, cut that out. I can't believe what I'm reading. Not again. I'm glad her mom took her to the hospital. Notice a note written on the back. I wish I was her. And Are you still sure she's gonna understand when you explain this? You and Natsuki's relationship to her. Do you still think she's gonna be okay? Because this clearly indicates she is not okay with it. Stop pretending otherwise. I can't believe this. Natsuki walks up behind me. What's the matter? I wordlessly hand her the poem. Oh god. Natsuki is about to hand it back to me before she noticed the scribble on the back. Wait, there's more. It takes her a second to process what it meant. She loosens her grip on the paper, letting it fall out of her hands. Oh, how does she even? No clue. We both stand in the doorway for a moment. Eventually, both take a seat on the couch together. You should call, maybe ask her mom if she wants you to visit. That's a good idea. Didn't you already call her? Like 10 or 20 minutes ago before you read the letter. I asked if Sayori would like me to visit. According to her, she'd love it. According to her. I get the feeling that Sayori doesn't really want me there, but her mother is setting us up. I'll let her know I'll be there as soon as I can. Looks like I'm going right now. You coming with? No, I don't really want to get involved. So you'll be okay here by yourself for a few hours? Yeah, I'll just watch TV or something. I think I'll get my clothes washed. I've been wearing your stuff for 2 days now. Alright, sure. Take my phone and my keys off the table. I nip her on the cheek as I pass by her seat again. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I lock the door behind me, heading to the bus stop. I barely make it to my stop in time. It's a... Okay, I thought that was a heartbeat or something. No, it's the start of a song. It's only a short ride to the hospital. I enter through the emergency doors. Moving as quickly as is allowed, I find the reception desk and explain that I'm here to visit Sayori. They give me Sayori's room number. I move quickly to the mental health wing. I find her number and enter the room. Sayori. Lopsa. Sayori's mother leaves the room to give us privacy. I found your poem. I'd figured. Sayori, what's the matter? I told you I'm always here for you. Speak to me. Well, last night I wanted to, but all I could hear through the door was you and her laughing. It was like the two of you were laughing at me. Sayori, you don't understand. No, I get it. It makes perfect sense. Sayori, do you know how much it hurts to see you so happy? To know that I'll never be needed? Feels like a knife being plunged into my chest, Lopsa, over and over and over again. And I can't stand it anymore. And Sayori, Natsuki is staying with me because... Lopsa, you don't need to rub it in. You're happy with her. You don't need me anymore. There's no point hiding it. Just go. Sayori, please, just let me explain. Lopsa, go away, please. Having heard the commotion, a nurse peeks her head through the door. She asks if there's a problem. Please just get him out of here. Sayori, wait, please. Complying with the nurse's request to leave, I'm forced to make my own way out of the wing. I'm escorted back to the reception area where I'm instructed to leave. As I'm walking down the street, Sayori's words ring in my mind. I caused this. This is my fault. I can't believe this is happening. Again. Turning the corner to my stop, I watch as the bus speeds off. God damn it! I begin my walk back to my house. Do you get it now? You were the final reason she was. You were the last thing she was clinging on to. You were the last reason she was alive. And now that you're with Natsuki, she has no reason. She doesn't want to see you. She doesn't want to be here anymore. It sucks that MC has to go through it. It's like it's his fault. But trying to pretend that everything is fine, it doesn't work anymore. Take responsibility for your actions. And try to understand that Sayori really loved you. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say at this point. It took me a lot longer to get back home than I thought. I opened my front door. Natsuki, you there? No, not again. Not again with this. No answer. I checked downstairs, but she's nowhere to be found. Natsuki? I head upstairs and heard a rustling coming from the guest room. I gently opened the door. I don't wanna look, really. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Game, you got me there. You really got me there. Natsuki punches me in the stomach, almost dropping her towel in the process. Lopsa? Do you ever knock? Sorry. Get out, pervert! Sorry. I managed to get that out before Natsuki slams the door in my face. Kneeling onto my knees, winded, I gasp for air. It takes me a moment to collect myself, but I get back to my feet. From the hallway, I repeatedly apologize through the door. Lopsa, you gotta be more careful. You gotta seen me. You know. I know, it was an accident. I'm sorry, okay? You didn't need to hit me so hard, though. I wasn't sure if it was you until I'd already hit you. I'm sorry too. Just please knock next time, okay? I will, don't worry. Now give me a minute to get ready. Sure, guess I'll be in my room. I retreat to my room and wait. While I'm sat at the computer, my phone rings from across the room. Picking up, I see it's a text from Yuri? How'd she get my number? Is this Lopsa's number? It's Yuri. I have no choice but to reply. Yeah, it's me. What's up? I need to talk to you about what you saw yesterday. I stare at it for a minute. She wants to talk about the cuts, or... Are you talking about your arms? She takes a moment to respond, sending over a sizable paragraph. Yes. I was never given a chance to explain myself. I'm going to have to be careful with how I word my sentences. Well, I'm going to ask the questions then. Alright? Did you cut yourself because you might be depressed? No, I am not depressed. In fact, it's quite the contrary. The pain is what motivates me. It's so exhilarated, almost like a high. Then, how did you start? She takes her time writing out her response. The 3 pips indicate that she's typing flicker one by one. Eventually, her explanation comes out as a large paragraph. Well, I've always had a morbid fascination with knives from when I was young. Before it started, I just collected them, all different styles, engravings, colors. They really are beautiful. And well, while reading a book some time ago, the topic came up. I was only going to try it once to see what it felt like, but it grew into a fully fledged addiction. Word of advice, don't cut yourself. Like seriously, don't ever do that. Because when you start doing it, it's the threshold to do it again plummets. It's so much easier to just go and cut yourself again when you've done it before. So just never cut yourself. Don't do it once. Don't do it just to find out what it feels like. Don't do it because it's so much easier to just go and cut yourself again and again and again and again and again, and then it becomes an addiction. I know, courtesy of Monika, that's not a good position to be in, but I can't stop. There's just something about the blade effortlessly slicing open my skin that excites me. It's just a thrill, I can't help it anymore, the sensation is too powerful. Yes, I get it, there's a different reasons for you might be cutting yourself, but just don't do it. Some people do it to escape the pain. Sometimes people get high from it. In my case, I've done it a few times just to get physical pain, so it gets my mental pain, like gets my head in check, like my mind is so badly damaged that I had to cut myself in order to move that pain out of my mind into my body. And few cases I've done it because I felt bad for what I've done, even if it's not my fault. Sometimes it's been my fault and I've punished myself because I've been an ass. And other times I've done it because I felt good and I didn't deserve to be happy. So just don't do it. Don't even think about doing it. Just don't do it. I can't stress that enough. Don't do it. Don't even think about. You don't want to know how it feels like. don't think about that, because once again, if you do it once, it's a lot easier to do it again. And again. And again. And again. And again. And then it's addiction. That's not healthy. This is something else. I don't even know what to do. But there's something nagging at my mind. Speaking of Monika, how'd she find out? Another few minutes pass. Another paragraph. It was one day after the club had ended, no more than 2 weeks ago. That's before the actual game started, because this is Friday on the week of the festival. We started, yeah, that's 2 weeks ago. That was before the game actually started, so this is before we came into the picture. I don't even remember what I was doing at the time, but my sleeve slipped up and Monika saw everything. We spoke about it for a few hours. She even invited me to her house to talk in private. She tried to help, I could tell she cared, but nothing just actually worked. After she had to shut down the Literature Club's festival, she took it out on me. She assumed that I was going to blame her, even though I really didn't think any less of her when she had no choice but to postpone it. All I said was that she should have tried to get in contact with everyone before the festival started. She didn't really take it well. She threatened me, telling me not to make a scene about the festival in front of the rest of you, or she'd tell everybody about my arms. I was very shaken by what she said, not just because what she was threatening, but because I'd never seen that side of her. And if I'm honest with you, Lopsa, she scares me. Once again, I'm at a loss of words. I don't know the full story. I can't approach it now. I hesitate. If anything, I just want to convince Yuri to seek professional help for her self-harm. If I have a say in it, that can't go on any longer. I see. And have you considered getting help for your arms? How can I convince myself to get help when I'm the best I've ever been? The best she's ever been? I don't think she understands what she's getting herself into. Not to say that I fully do. Right. I can hear Natsuki moving through the house, humming to herself. Well, I've got to go. See you later. Alright, Lopsa, I'll speak to you another time. In the club, perhaps? But I just wanted to thank you for trying to help. Even if it won't change much, it shows that you care. Smiley face. I do care. Bye, Yuri. I sent her a final text, throwing my phone onto my bed. Natsuki knocks on my door. Yeah, come in. See, it's not that hard, Lopsa. I said I was sorry. Sorry, what more do you want? Oh, I know. You can carry my Parfaiters collection home for me. So, this is your home now, eh? Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just thought I could, stay here. I'm a little worried that I took my teasing too far. How could I say no to her? Well, of course, Natsuki. I was only trying to tease you. Though now that you mention staying, you might actually need this. Turning to my bedside drawer, I rummaged through it for a second, looking for a spare house key. My phone beeps and Natsuki beats me to check in it. Opening the message, Natsuki recalls dropping my phone to the floor, disgusted. Hey, watch it. As I go to pick up the phone, I see for myself what had sickened Natsuki. It's a picture of Yuri. She's sitting on her bed, her scarred arm is covering her otherwise bare legs. She's wearing a purple bra, small crimson heart drawn on her left breast with a marker. Or at least I hope it is. I don't know how to respond. Closing my messages down, I draw my phone back onto the bed. Natsuki is distraught. Lopsa, what the hell was that doing on your phone? I don't know. And her arms? The heart? We were talking about her arms before. I told her to get some help, but she wasn't listening to me. Natsuki, I promise you I didn't say anything to encourage her to send something like that to me. I retrieve my phone from my bed and show Natsuki the messages regarding her arms. I purposefully keep the messages regarding Monika hidden, as I don't want Natsuki to jump to conclusions. She's as confused as I am. Yuri, she needs serious help. Clearly, but why she sent that to you? And be so open about this with you? Well, I saw her arms yesterday. As before, I omitted Monika from the incident. She told me not to tell anyone, so I didn't, because I didn't know what the hell else to do. So you know we're gonna have to talk to her about this. It's not healthy to be cutting like that. It doesn't help that she clearly gets off doing it. There must have been something in her head that made her think that this was okay. I've known Yuri for as long as I've been at the club, and yeah, she gets overly attached the moment anyone shows her any attention. I hate to say that, but it's true. But holy crap, I've never seen anything like that before. Well, we'll talk to her the next chance we get, okay? Right, Lopsa? Oh, and before I forget, I take the spare house key from my desk drawer and hand it to Natsuki. To my surprise, Natsuki's mood seems completely shift. She pauses for a moment before jumping into my arms. Lopsa, thanks. You're the best boyfriend ever. As those words escape Natsuki's mouth, she jumps back. That was the first time she called me that. I can't help but smile. Hearing her call me that made the text with Yuri, Monika's argument, everything melt away. They didn't matter. The more time I spent with Natsuki, the more frequent I felt this way. Waking up next to her, reading with her, hearing her tell me she loves me, feeling her arms wrapped around me. I never thought I could feel this way about someone. Natsuki, you're the best girlfriend I could have asked for. You're just saying that, aren't you? No, Natsuki, I'm not just saying that. I love you more than words can let me describe. So it's official then? Yeah, I guess so. I love you so much, Lopsa. I pull Natsuki close to me, holding her tight. She pulls back for a moment and stares at me. I lift her chin up and kiss her. Natsuki buries her face into my chest again and squeezes me as tight as she can. I never want this to end. The two of us stay locked in this embrace for what feels like eternity, but in reality probably only lasted a few minutes. Just as we're separating, the doorbell rings. You wanna get that? Why not? Natsuki heads back to the bathroom, I head downstairs. I wasn't expecting any visitors today. I peer through the peephole. It's Monika? Waiting patiently for an answer. How does she know where I live? I crack the door open and slip outside. Hi, Lopsa. No, hey. Shouldn't you be at school? Shouldn't you? What do you want? To apologize for the past few days. I was, well, I wasn't very nice to anyone. I've just had a lot going on this past week and sorry it doesn't fix everything. I know. I just need to tell you something. I know this doesn't excuse my actions. What is it? I told my parents about the festival. They told me how disappointed they were in me. They think that I have no control over my club. The fact that I couldn't get 4 people to show up on a special day like that. Lopsa, they've only ever expected the best from me. There's a reason I always try to be so perfect all the time. That's why I've been so harsh this week. I was just trying to control things that I shouldn't be. Monika, what about Sayori? You saw her poem. I lowered my voice a little. You knew it was a suicide note. On the record, Lopsa, I didn't. It was worrying, sure, but I never interpreted that it. I never interpreted it as that. She ended up confessing everything to me over the text on Wednesday. But still, it's okay if you don't accept my apology. I understand. I was heartless. I said things I don't think I'll ever be able to take back. I know that. I can't say I forgive you for what you've said and done to all of us. Especially what you did to Yuri. I know. But seeing your perspective, I think I'm willing to give you a second chance. That's all I need. My front door opens. Oh, there you are. What the hell are you doing here? Lopsa, why is she here? Natsuki is here to apologize. Wait, what are you doing here, Natsuki? That doesn't matter. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Of all the people to find out. There's something going on between you two, isn't there? I need to change the subject. Monika, we accept your apology. Hey, speak for yourself. We'll see you at the club later, okay? I slowly inch the door shut, but Monika resists. Haha, not yet. You didn't answer my question, Lopsa. My brain goes blank. I'm panicking internally. I don't want her to know about Natsuki and I for the fear of her intervening. But I also don't want Natsuki to be offended if I lie. I'm going, oh, you can't! Give me this! Ah! You can't be doing this to me. Right, let's go over what's going on. If I lie, there's a chance it's going to offend Natsuki. There's a chance that Monika is not going to believe it. Sayori already doesn't believe us. She doesn't believe me that we are nothing but friends. But we are just friends. She doesn't believe me. It seems pretty obvious that Natsuki is visiting my house. That there is something going on. I get the feeling that I'm gonna be going back after this to see what the other path was going to be. But yeah, lying is not gonna work. It's I can already tell that's not going to work. But telling the truth is just going to Monika is going to know that if Monika might tell Yuri. That puts Yuri in a very bad place. Sayori already knows, so I think it's either bad or bad, my options. But I think I'm gonna go with the lesser evil here and tell the truth. Well, Natsuki and I were dating. Don't worry, we'll keep it out of the club. I promise. I hope so. I can't bring myself to meet Monika's eyes. This whole situation is so embarrassing. Lopsa, your face is so red. So is yours, Natsuki. You two are pretty cute together. I am not cute. Well, clearly Lopsa thinks so. She's right, you know. Shut it! Can we please just change this subject? Yeah, I'd love to. Well, Monika, I'm still mad at you for the horrible things you said to all of us. Good, I deserve it. Be mad at me all you want. I came here to let Lopsa know how terrible I felt about all of this. And well, you too now, I guess. Do you really mean it? Is this just a ploy to get us to go to the club again? Well, both. I started the club so everyone can have a nice place to read and discuss literature. And to hang out, make friends. I don't want that destroyed. Just like I don't want our friendship to be destroyed. Oops, do you believe her? I stopped for a moment thinking it over. Could Monika really expect me to forgive her what she said to Sayori and did to Yuri? Could I actually do it? I mean, considering her explanation, I feel kind of sorry for her. Sorry for the pressure she's been put under. That doesn't take away from what her outburst did, and I certainly not about to forget it, but so long as it doesn't happen again, I think I can. Well, yeah, I do. Especially after what she told me. Okay, well, I'm gonna trust Lopsa on this one. I guess we'll see you at the club later then. Thank you, I promise no more outbursts. They better not be. Monika turns to leave but stops herself. Lopsa, do you know if Sayori is home? I couldn't find her at school. She's the last one of you. She's the last one of you I need to apologize to, as she isn't answering her calls. I'm not sure. You can knock if you want, it's worth a try. Right, thank you two again. And I'm sorry. See you later. As Monika walks away briskly, Natsuki pulls on my sleeve. Let's go back in. Open the door and head to the kitchen. You know what, I'm just gonna go back and actually see what happens if we lie, because I feel like that's gonna end really badly. Nothing's going on between us. Monika, you're just going to find out anyway. Lopsa and I are dating. Well, I can't say I didn't see that coming. It was pretty obvious. Exactly, that's the why I didn't want to lie. I can't bring myself to meet Monika's eyes. This whole situation is so embarrassing. Okay, so it's gonna go back, but you know, I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna go back to the part where we just said the truth, because it's not gonna end well if we just keep up, if we lie to her face, and well, Natsuki already told that we're dating. So yeah, it's better just be honest. Never tell a lie unless you can really get away with it. If it's a really good lie, then you can tell lies. But if it's so obvious that it's a lie, then don't even bother. We have some time before we have to go. Do you want something to eat? Sure. Something about Natsuki seems off. I can't pin what it is, but something is bothering her. Could it be Monika? What's wrong, Natsuki? Do you think the other girls accepted Monika's apology? I don't know. Well, I hope so. It'll be weird if we show up and it's only Monika and us. It won't really be the same. Natsuki's right, I didn't think about that. The club would without a doubt be different without Yuri and Sayori. Hopefully they accept her apology too. After about an hour of lounging around watching TV, I realized how soon the school day was going to end. We should get going. Give me a second. I head back to my room and quickly get changed. You're all ready, right? Well, I still don't have my uniform, but there isn't much I can do about that. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get going. Natsuki locks the door behind us. As we walk down the street, I feel her fingers curl around mine. We continue towards the school.